Good morning. In today's reading, you get a bit of a choice. We're going to be working with Earth and Bone cards. Now, these, we have two cards, and I want you to pick either one or two. So just have a think at the moment, which one are you most drawn to? Because that's going to be the message for you today. I'm going to start with number one. So I'm going to show you what that is, okay? Ready? It is 21 and flow. And it says recovery, moving on and finding peace. So somebody in this pile, you may be in this flow right now where you're trying to detach from the emotional aspects of having to move on, and you're being quite courageous, I feel, quite strong there. But it's hard. I feel like you're feeling it's quite difficult. I'm feeling like someone that keeps sighing a lot, you know, and you're like you might be getting in your car and doing that, or just feeling like you know, you're putting on a face for the world, for your job, for the things that you're doing, but internally you're feeling like this is a struggle and I want something to change. I want something to feel good. But you've come from something that was really chaotic, that was not peaceful at all. And this is why this is happening now with you, is to find that peace, to allow you to move on. This is changing the future for you, basically. It's like realizing your orlog, or your, like, the consequences of actions, of things that happen and why they happen. And you are being very aware of yourself as you go through this process. I'm going to get into the tarot cards just for a moment on this, because I feel like you know that you're moving on and you're doing it quite well. This may have been a forced thing for you, but actually when you reflect on it, you realise maybe that wasn't so good for me as I thought it was, and maybe this is the best thing for me to actually leave this behind. Yeah, there was no balance. There's no, like, giving and receiving was not in balance in this situation at all. You were not getting the same amount of receive for what you were giving. Yeah, and I feel like I feel like I'm talking about a relationship here that's broken down. Or it could have been a connection. You may not have really had much of a relationship with this person, but it feels like you had something, and you may have felt like it was a soulmate connection. But there's been things that have happened that have made you realise, like, I feel really sad about this, but this isn't actually going to work for me. It's not fulfilling me. It's not working for me. And that's where you're bringing this flow back into your life, because you are allowing yourself to move on, to find peace. But sometimes in that peace, you miss the excitement of things. But right now, Spirit wants you to slow down, wants you to stay still, because you are weaving your magic at this time. Something is going to really shift and change in your life that you're not going to expect by you moving on from this. Okay? Now, you may, around between now and the full moon, which is next week, so around the beginning of next week, you may be feeling a real shift in your energy. You may feel like you're quite emotional at that time, but this is like a release. It's like what you need to release and let fall away in order to feel rejuvenated. And what that leads to is then the sun, the ability to manifest the type of lifestyle that you want, the type of relationship that you want. Things coming together through the magician. Where did I put it? I don't know where it went. Things coming together through the magician, through weaving your magic into your world. And for some of you, it's terribly difficult moving on, but you also know that it's relevant as well. It's the right thing to do. Okay, so small step in the direction that you want to go in, that you need to go in. Keep working on that. Okay. I'm going to move on to number 2 now. So if that was your reading, do let me know in the comments how that was for you. And stick around for number 2 if you want to. So if you picked pile 2, this is your card. We have 39, the portal, originality, idealism and progression. Some of you who picked this pile, you are about to step through this portal. So you are in the place of, like, really knowing and understanding your true power, personality, your charisma, your characteristics, all that kind of stuff that's coming out now because you took the chance to walk through this portal. You took the chance to see yourself as original, not weird, or, well, when I say weird, I don't actually think it's a bad thing, but it's more, you know, feeling like you are separate from society, or that there's something different about you that means you don't fit in. So you could have been the kind of person that maybe when you were at school, you didn't feel like you fit in. Maybe you didn't have a lot of friends, or you didn't feel like the things that you were interested in, many other people were interested in. But this is actually serving you well in your life now as an adult compared to when you were a child. But what happens there is this repairing of the inner child and the adult that you are now, kind of rekindling that energy. So I feel like you are learning from your inner child at this time. You're learning about how original you are. And it's bringing a lot of gladness to your heart. I feel like it's bringing a lot of balance within you. Because, say for instance, if you're female watching this, I feel like when you were a child, you may have been quite masculine. Maybe you were a bit of a tomboy, something like that. That's what it feels like to me. And I feel like as you became an adult, you lost that part of you that was really boisterous or outgoing, that kind of thing. But that's coming back to you now. I feel like you're making peace with that now, and you're actually listening and being guided by that inner child. So you're doing more fun things for you. And you're progressing with this. Okay, you are absolutely progressing with this. Some of you may be doing meditations, you know, where you go to the tree and you walk through the door. So you might be doing a lot of, especially like ancestral type of meditations, or inner child meditations as well. Let's get into the tarot, see what we can tell you a little bit more on here. I'm getting a smell like, I want to say this is going to sound really awful, but like nan smell. So like I can smell a nan, like that comforting kind of familiar smell that you just know something's around you. And I feel like maybe I'm talking to somebody that was very close to a particular nan. I mean, this is relevant probably for a lot of nans in the 80s, 90s sort of thing, but there's a lot of baking. I can smell baking. I can see you doing bakery with this person, or doing things with them. They did actually speak a lot of wisdom. I feel like they did actually say things that were hilarious, but at the same time, they were poignant as well. Like they kind of gave you something. Now, this energy is coming through because I feel like they're trying to guide you to let go of your doubts in yourself at this time. There's something about their energy that you have the ability to embody within yourself, okay? Because I feel like they could have been a real matriarch, or like they ruled the household. They knew their place, their role, their responsibility, and they're trying to guide you to do the same, to feel the same. But there's something in you that it's almost like you're afraid of offending somebody. You're afraid of upsetting somebody by being authentically yourself. So even though you've got this portal right in front of you and you're about to step through the door, you've got the opportunity to step through there, there's a fear of this, your originality, being disruptive to other people or upsetting other people. Now that could be family members. And I feel like this is where your nan's stepping in and being sort of like, why are you not doing what you're supposed to be doing because of other people? Like, they will be fine. They will get on with it. I'm getting like a K initial as well, and an R, so that I don't know, I've got like Kayla or Kaylee, I don't know, something like that. Yeah, but they are trying to push you out of the nest right now. They're sort of like, it's time for you to be seen. It's time for you to stand up. It's time for you to stop procrastinating and actually get out there in your originality and bring this forward, because Gebo is showing up here as like you have achieved some kind of balance within yourself and you are a gift to the world. There's something about your energy that is very much a gift, but you're hiding it. You're hiding the gift that you have, and you could really help other people. Spiritual leader, you may be somebody who talks about spirituality, or you just humbly get on with your practices, maybe in the quiet. You know, you don't outwardly, you're not sort of like recording every ceremony that you do for the world to see, that kind of thing. You know, you're doing your own little thing and it's working really well for you. There's something, it says bakery in the background there as well. For some of you, I feel like you may be wanting to open a bakery or something like that, or your own cafe. You're kind of thinking about doing this and you're having that courage now. And this nan is kind of like going, flipping do it. I'll be there with you. I'll be working on it with you. If either of those two resonate with you, drop me a DM. I'd love to